We the winning in the city. Spent the bag on the bad. Had to treat a good shorty, clean it up. Shorty. She know I'm a. It's that make her wanna shake. See I'm and now she wanna. It's that make her wanna shake. See I'm and now she wanna.
Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here we go. And with the road trip approaching, the Wizards play the final game of their homestand. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split. And he banks in the layup. Rose has got the first points on the scoreboard for Oklahoma City. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
The three from Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Nobody near Williams. And the three off target. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Rose. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone.
And still with those active hands, Rose remains a threat to knock the ball loose.
Now here is Hardaway. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And Sarr pulls it down. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now here's Duncan. Nailed from three-point land.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's McCain. And Sarr throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Wizards passing it around. Here's Kemp. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
And it's Rose missing. Washington trailing. Here's Hardaway. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now, into the lineup is your Wizards.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drives in, counting his second make in 4 attempts.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive in that kind of set.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Thunder making a change here. Wizards trailed by 3. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Pass to Pierce. To the paint. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, Washington.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt. And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
And it's George missing. And Washington has possession. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Outside Hardaway.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Down low. Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Being that Anthony is 6'7", dunking is well within his arsenal. Nice finish there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And so Washington again turning it over.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Inside. It's blocked. Pass to Ayton. Garland looking it over. To the middle. Wiggins with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's George. Into the lane. And George with the stuff.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I said it before, the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Ayton. Outside Pierce. Bamba with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. There's Garland. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes Siiigh Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
And I don't know if everybody's getting in this block party flow, but that's what's happening tonight. They've done a great job of being aggressive on all the shooters.
The three from George. Drills the three-pointer. George has got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City. Now Garland. Scoreless thus far. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Pretty effective off the bounce there. Garland quick, and that got him to the rack.
Wizards foul.
Wizards making a switch here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Wizards.
Here's Wiggins. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. Releases. Rebounded by Kemp.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Rose. And Rose throws it down.
And without question, Derrick Rose is one of the most athletic players the league has ever seen. Right there, reminding us just what he can do.
Here's Saar. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Now here's Hardaway. He has 6. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
The Thunder with the lead, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Pass to Song. Back to Hardaway. It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace, although in every coach's press conference, you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. But that's where you take advantages of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
Now here's Rose. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Sean Kemp picks one up right there.
And Rose, a fighter, someone who challenges defenders inside and attracts their attention.
So he gets them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Hardaway. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Now, here is George. 5 points in the game. Bridges up top. Rose with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Outside for George. Over Hardaway. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
A nice shot by McCain.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Wizards foul.
And the Wizards making a change here.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitute.
Wizards on D. They trail by 3. Here's George. Kicks it out to Wiggins. The shot's good on the assist by George. Wiggins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And a new group in here for the Thunder. 1:52 left in the first half of the game. Here's McCain. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCain's got 6 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Ayton. Outside Garland. They get it back. Goes back up. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Thunder. They lead by 4. And here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
And Timmy's still able to get up and over the rim, throwing that one in.
Here's McCain. That one's not going to go. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. .44 seconds left here in the second. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's an 8-point Oklahoma City lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
Garland with it. Fires for 3. Here's Ayton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder with the possession here. 6-point game. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, how about the intensity, though, from Pierce? Not giving his man an inch on the defensive end. Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thunder out in front, leading by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Wizards trailed by 5. To the inside. Here's McCain. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Williams looking around. It's stolen by Kemp. And here we go. Washington fast break. And Sarr throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
To the middle. It's stolen by Duncan. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Bucket is good. And the Thunder lead by 5.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's McCain. He's got 9. A shot, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And here's Kemp after the three-pointer from Siiigh Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 10.
As his career has gone on, Melo has been better and better about finding the open man.
Rose in the post. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here we are sizing up Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
A lot of things that they love about Jalen Williams, but his polished all-around game is something appreciated. He can fill the roles and fill the holes for whatever they need to do.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Wizards trailed by 11. Pass to Kemp. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Trains the three-pointer.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Inside. It's stolen by Kemp. By himself. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now here's Hardaway. He's got 10. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Washington foul. Number 22. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Duncan. He's got 7.
Darius Garland.
The kick out to Williams. 4 on the clock. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that's the thing about Anthony. He can already score any way you like.
From deep, George trains it from beyond the arc. George has got 8 points.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Back to Garland. Out to Anthony. The 3 hits the three-point bomb. He's got 7.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Duncan. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Pass to Garland. .144 left to play in the third. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Duncan. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Anthony.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Duncan just out-muscling the defense and finishing through the contact.
And so Garland will bring it up for Washington. They trail by 7. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. .114 left in the third. Duncan outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, Washington with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the outside shooting presence helped Pierce open up a lane there.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. To the inside. Pierce. Buries it down low. Pierce has got his third bucket of the night.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Second shot opportunity. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Shoots from 12. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Thunder lead by...
The Thunder, 52.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Thunder leading by 5. And here's Rose. And Sarr pulls it down.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Now Rose. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Sarr. And good, coming on the assist by Kemp. 6 points for Alex Sarr.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Denial. Kemp inside. And then Kemp slams it in.
Wow. I tell you, Kemp is not your average dunker. This guy rocks the rim.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Rose gets a wide open look. The Thunder with another miss.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Pass to Sarr. They double him with Wiggins. Here's McCain. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
George, no good. Washington trailing. It's Hardaway with the drive. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
He's so good at setting up his teammates. Tonight, though, Hardaway's been calling his own number. And boy, has he been prolific.
McCain. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Rose scanning the floor. Swatted away.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Washington?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, the coach of the Thunder had some harsh words for his team. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys,
Okay, David, much appreciated.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
And the three ball is good. Rose has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second three of the half.
It's Hardaway with the drive.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And not to mention, they're playing with great activity. A lot of blocked shots, good hands, active hands, nothing easy for the opposition.
The Thunder call timeout. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose. Rebounded by the Wizards.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And he makes that one. Sarge got the lead up to 6 now for Washington.
And people think of Anthony purely as a shooter, but the guy can make the slick pass when the opportunity presents itself. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And Duncan drops them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Out to the wing. Here's McCain. Offline with his 3. And they're trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And SGA is used to bearing these kind of big-time shots. Just an outstanding leader for this team.
Kemp with the bucket. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot on the wing. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards leading by 4. It's Hardaway with the drive. Anthony's shot is off. Rose with the ball. Now Anthony defending. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Sarr with it. Shot clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here.
And that's a huge shot right there. Hardaway knows his team looks for him to come up in the clutch.
There's the triple. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's Washington's ball. They lead by 4. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So it gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Fires from way outside. The offensive rebound.
Washington foul. McCain. Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 5.
Derrick Rose.
And both free throws good for Rose. And the Wizards with possession.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
For Washington, Kenny Hart.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. So Anthony nails both of them.
Now that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And so it's one.
These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone, gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone, And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, you can call my phone. Is there a better way to go? Teach them something before they lose the song. Oh no, 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 freedom is the road. Oh no, 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 coming in from the cold. Tell them not to sell it, it's worth more than gold. And guiltiness will catch them in the end. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They'll try to manipulate you through your pockets. Thanks and praises. Give God the thanks and praises. Give God thanks and praises. Give in the praises. Give him the thanks and the praises.
Hey, yo, check this out.
Run it back.
Everybody's jumping, jumping on the dance floor. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Oh, everybody's jumping, jumping. Yeah. Jumping, jumping. Oh. Honeys be moving their bodies. They be moving their hips so fluidly. Bass be bumping, so we be jumping. Welcome to the party, yeah. We got food if you're hungry. So side if you want it. In the back if you're thirsty. And every bad at the party, yeah. We vibing and grinding one night. And I think that we did it this time. Got guys in the corner, they are. Shawty done had a last for the night. Little mama came up and caught me by surprise. You know that your boy had to shoot a shot. Now we face to face, both our eyes locked. I came up forward and said, hey there, little mama. If you need a dance partner, I'm more than happy to help you.
Come here.
I turned her around, her body on mine. She slid in my hand. On her, she holding on tight. She followed my lead. I'm pulling her close. She said it feels nice. She from around here, not just for the night. She gave me a number, said call me sometime. She left the party with her friend by her side. So I'm pulling up, hands outside with your up. Lay it low, go ahead, crank that up. This not blocking, I say when we stop. But we ain't stopping.
We work to work, you late to work, I holla and they send it. You know my pride was colder than Chicago in December. Came up in Eagle where her mama was her daddy. And when I'm in the Midwest, she say holla at your family. My dog paid me that taste like candy. My dog out laying them low, ain't breaking none laws out.